So hello everyone, this is AetherNightmare, and welcome back to Honkai Star Rail. We are beginning off with Witch's Mirrored Reversal, so we've switched our point of view to that of Herta, Sunday, and Welt to see if we can discover a bit more about the makeup of this world that we are on. Let's talk to you guys first. Oop, not hit them with a hammer.
Thank you, Madam Herta. Companions are the lifeblood of the Astral Express. When things are settled, we will repay you for all your help.
Welt, this young man sure is courteous.
Young man. I gotta remember that Herta's like super old.
Madam, watching you work has been an enlightening experience for me. It's hard to imagine that an outstanding scholar like you could maintain such a relaxed manner most of the time. Your calm and collected nature is truly a trait that I should learn.
This brat. Why does everything that comes out of his mouth sound so snarky?
I mean, he's trying to be complimentary. I wonder if she just prefers older guys.
First mirror, input the coordinates. You'll be in charge of the spatial warp.
It's one of those, everybody too much younger than me is a whippersnapper.
As you command, Madam Herta. The preparations are complete. I wish you a pleasant journey ahead.
Second mirror, prepare for the thought refraction. There's still some distance from the Astral Express to the Amphoria's celestial body. You're in charge of sending me over. This time, raise the power to the maximum. Don't be stingy.
Oh, okay. I won't fail the mission, Madam Herta.
Asta's the one footing the bill anyways.
Third mirror, you're in charge of generating the data spirit entity.
I'm happy to help, Madam Herta. What kind of appearance are you planning to use this time?
Good question. Let me think. Forget it. Just use my own appearance. There's no one there that'll recognize me anyway.
As you wish.
You aren't worried about the culture clash?
Fourth mirror, you'll be in charge of... It seems like I have nothing for you. Just stand by and wait for orders.
Ah, standing by again. That's so boring. Next time, can you count down from 4 instead?
Okay, so, I mean, she could take some fashion tips from Sunday, since his outfit very much resembles Amphoria's attire.
Preparation of the data spirit entity complete.
But maybe she doesn't know what it'll look like going in.
At max power. Excellent. First mirror. Let's get going.
Have a safe trip, Madam Herta.
May your journey yield good results.
Coordinates input complete. Preparing to activate spatial warp. Destination, unknown celestial body, Amphoria's. Spatial warp countdown. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Warp activated.
Oh! So that's Amphoria's? Its appearance is, well, sure is unique. Second mirror. Prepare for thought refraction. It's time to send me in.
Alright, please read the safety protocols carefully.
Can't you hurry up?
Yes, ma'am.
I didn't expect it to be so turbulent. I should have asked the second mirror to use slightly less power. What a magnificent sight. Is this the entrance to Amphoria's?
Entrance? We're in a building. Inside a building.
Perhaps I'll be able to find a way in.
Unless everything begins and ends here. That kind of raises Another question, I mean, I wonder if we could have used the fourth mirror for her to project what she's seeing to Welton Sunday. But if this is maybe the entrance to it, maybe this is just the heart of the world? If we're gonna go by Kingdom Hearts terminology?
What's this? A statue? It's ugly. I don't like it.
I mean, it's also us. Oh no.
Oh, I finally found your traces. How esteemed must you be for the great Herda to come out personally? When we return, get ready to become free labor for the simulated universe for the rest of your lives.
Well, dear, I actually need to run Simulated Universe because it's stuck behind a certain other event I need to get out of the way first, but in order for me to do the event without spoilers, I need to do this first. I've been locked out of the Simulated Universe for over a year. I'm so behind, it's not even funny.
What's this? How creepy. Oh, it moves? Who are you trying to scare? It's either a projection or a fake. There doesn't seem to be much to take note of. Now then, how am I going to get into Amphorius?
Maybe this pool, what we thought was taking us to dreams, was closer to taking us to reality? Wait. Okay, no. I saw the gray back there and I thought they had no longer become fragments.
My deepest apologies, esteemed lady. I'm afraid that you cannot proceed further.
How the heck are you here?
Who's there?
Your visit, although not part of my calculations, is a pleasant surprise. It's a pity that the preparations are not yet in place to receive you with the hospitality that someone of your status deserves.
Are you not going to answer my question? Who are you?
I have many identities, and I'm going to have even more in the future. But if you just need a form of address, you can use my common alias.
Because that wasn't ominous at all.
Lycurgus. Lygus.
All right, Lygus. But you can't possibly think that I'm just asking for a name, can you?
Regrettably, I do not have the authority to share more information. However, standards are always flexible. While not violating the ultimate protocol, I'm able to disclose this piece of information. As you thought, this is the entrance to Amphorius.
And what is the ultimate protocol?
Now, please, kindly turn back. Amphorius is not a world that you should be involved with. Regardless of what kind of magnificent achievements you have accomplished, this place will not open its doors so easily.
That just makes me want it more.
You seem to understand me very well. Then you should know that I have no reason to listen to you.
Do you not know what the Streisand effect is, my
Your
dude?
reaction is completely within my calculations. Despite my long years as a watcher, it seems like my assessment of human nature still remains accurate. From you, I'm able to sense a beautiful desire for knowledge. But my answer remains unchanged. Madam, it is with the utmost goodwill that I suggest you return to where you came from.
Let's assume for a second that I'm not so well-mannered, and that I insist on uncovering the secrets hidden behind you, Mr. Lygus. How do you plan to dispel this notion of mine?
Within the scope of the ultimate protocol, there are 178,244 logic chains at my disposal to convince you. After filtering through them, I have determined that I only require 3 to attain the results that I desire.
Oh? I'm all ears.
First, for reasons that cannot be disclosed, Amphorius is a completely isolated celestial body. Apart from me, no one else will be able to help you enter.
How the heck could I get in?
That's not a good argument.
Second, if your plan is, as you've alluded to previously, to force me into cooperating by showing hostility, do know that, just like you, I have basked in the gaze of the erudition. I stake my honor and assure you that in the worst case scenario, our mutual destruction will be inevitable.
Okay, so he's probably an emanator, and he knows that she likely is one too.
Oh. No wonder I couldn't find a back door. When I did a scan of our surroundings, the safety protocols on you are comparable to Screwy's. How interesting.
I assume that you still wish to hear the third logic chain.
Of course. Why wouldn't I?
Third, even if you exhaust all your means and find a way to break through, you will surely give up once you understand the consequences of your actions. After all, throughout your long life, as much as you'd hate to admit, your conscience has played a crucial role.
What a brazen robot. You think that you can actually understand me through your paltry calculations? But since you put it that way, why don't you tell me what these consequences will be?
It concerns the third path that is entangled with Amphorius. A path that you and your friends still very much lack understanding of. The destruction. So, if you ignore my warnings and persist in your ways,
Something you lack perspective on, proceeds to not elaborate.
you will break the shackles of a Lord Ravager. And when that happens, their fury will engulf the cosmos.
Is the destruction chained here? Is Kepali actually the destruction? And we just have it pinned. Stars cleanse thy troubled thoughts. Begin. I think this technically is a new part of the chapter. It is. It's part 4 of the Amphorius chapter, so we're officially 4.4. And since the other one was short, this one looks like it might be 2. I will begin this one. She sank into the sea of flowers for karma and turned to ash as the answer. The farewells experienced during your travels, head to the book and write it down. Okay, so we got new book stuff. Should I do that right now? Oop, that's not what I thought. Oh, yes it is. It's up here. It's way past bedtime. I'll say, it's almost 4 a.m. for me. Why are you still up? Because I couldn't sleep. Should I be glad for this midnight rendezvous, or concerned about your sleep schedule? Both. This is a normal routine to me. Don't underestimate me. I'm the master of staying up late. A white night, we shall observe a dew? What? You admonish me, but you didn't sleep either.
I'm sleepy now. Look, my eyelashes are about to tangle. But hey, if you got something on your mind and you can't sleep, don't worry. I'll stay up with you all night. The night stretches on forever. Don't sit here feeling lonely. How about a smile?
Oh, do I not have anything else? Maybe I do. There we go. I wonder if it actually knows what time you're playing these at. Oh my gosh, there's so many. I might save this for later then. If there's so many. Let's go. Stars, cleanse thy troubled thoughts. Hit the vortex of Genesis and recall what came before. I'm assuming we're doing this as Stell's perspective? Who's... What is this? Collect your thoughts. What if head empty? Thanatos and Circe's core flames have been returned. Sometime after that, the 12 constellations hover above, overlooking the vortex of Genesis. They embody the 12 Amphorian deities, fate, foundation, creations, and calamities of this world. Now 10 among them have fallen, their core flames return to the origin of Genesis. Above you, constellations shimmer their brilliance, echoing the fate slumber of each titan. I guess some of these characters, too, have also already died. They return their core flames, but they themselves are also dead. And you have experienced 4 ascensions and 4 partings. Strife, time, reason, death. Let's do strife. The Lance of Fury once became the Mad King, plunging the world into ceaseless strife, until your valor brought it to an end. Okay, these are serving as a recap. And its demigod successor, the undying Mightimos, chose to bear the title of Kremnos alone, returning home to be crowned as the last line of defense for the Holy City. Mighty, may your battles know no defeat. Time. Back then, the incarnation of time entrusted Mem to you at the Temple of the Three Fates. Back then, the lively girl with the red hair fulfilled her mission and bid the first farewell. Well, technically not the first. First to us. Time speaks not of fairness, yet it never stops, and now this power resides in your hands. See you tomorrow, Trian. Reason. Not long ago, the head of the Grove Sages helped you repel the menace that is the Black Tide. And still not long past, that unruly scholar staged one grand performance, granting you a glimpse of this world's truth at the cost of his life. Oh, the incarnation of reason, have you found your answer at the end of existence? And death. The prophecy once made the Hand of Shadow choose 2 people, granting one the fate of death. Yet their bond wove hauntingly a beautiful tale that stretches across time. At the end, the incarnation of death, who journeyed from the nether realm to the living world, chose to remain in that sea of flowers, retrieving your future. At the end of the west wind, we shall meet again, Castris. All of these are saying, like, our own form of goodbye. What a long journey it's been. Time and again, farewells haven't numbed you. You can't help but wonder, how many more goodbyes will the journey of trailblazing entail? You question whether you'll be able to express each goodbye with a heartfelt emotion. Your thoughts sink into the ocean. You recall how the Amphorians cherish epics, using stories to soothe their sorrows. Perhaps you should embrace this way to dispel your melancholy and regain your strength. Then let it begin. Countless words of adventure surge through your mind. You only grasp just one to anchor your creation. But your phone goes off at that exact moment. Don't be influenced by the noise outside, just focus on the keyword in your mind. This is indeed difficult, but you still cling tightly to your inspiration, weaving heartfelt and elegant verses. This is me when I finally get motivation for an LP or to start a new project. I swear my phone, somebody always tries to contact me. I'll go months with no contact and all of a sudden, boom. Alright, this isn't impossible to ask. Just one glance at your phone. You won't disrupt your thoughts, or so you tell yourself. it's Cypher. Great mystery. I had 0 time for treasure hunting the last time I was in Styxia. Absolutely huge loss. Now the River of Souls has mostly retreated. I'm back, baby! There's a big shiny chest in the water. I can't use the miracle orb, and I can't wade through. Your power of time is needed. Come, we can do a 70-30 split. 30 for you and 70 for me. Also, I can see a treasure chest that was back here. Exactly. 30 for you and 70 for me. You don't Looney Tunes me. Details, schmeetails. Get here and we can talk. You must admit that some people still manage to live joyfully at this arduously low point in life. Cypher's endless desire for wealth seems no more turbulent than the waters of Scale Gorge Waterscape. Forget the past for now. It only brings sorrow, but sadness has no place in this moment. What you need is the drive to move forward. You decide to head to Styxia, where the River of Souls is no longer blocked, to meet up with that cat girl. Hopefully those glittering, clinking trinkets will, as always, lift your spirits. I wonder if it's no longer as flooded. Metaphorically and literally.
Styxia's moonlight is so beautiful. And the River of Souls is so quiet. It's like everything that happened was just a dream. I wonder if Cass is doing okay on the other side. If I write a letter and put it in a drift bottle, will she be able to read it?
I have no idea. Everything about this world breaks my known sense of logic. I miss Castress too. Now's not the time to feel down.
No, this shouldn't be so depressing. Now's not the time to feel down. We gotta pull ourselves together. By the way, it was Miss Cypher who asked us to come here. But where has she gone? Huh?
I mean, technically Castress is dead, but she's not dead in the traditional way we think of being dead. What's that sound? Is there someone else here?
Yes, and this aura feels so familiar.
Did the Phantom come for for her?
Let's go check it
For
out
Cypher?
together. Be very careful. I have a bad feeling about this.
I thought she already returned her core flame in order to get her powers. Because all that's left is Finons and the sky.
Hey, what's that on the ground? Should we pick it up? Careful, careful. It's a piece of black cloth.
Man, he sheds every time he goes
Where
anywhere.
have I seen this before?
Really, you have to recall that. It's the Flame Reaver.
What? How could they be here? Mimi! Look out!
What do you want with me? I already activated mine. Shoo! Mem, get ready. You want the pink puppy, don't you? It's finally time for me to bow out?
Wait! We both know what this thing can do.
Yeah, but he's never faced my full party before.
Let's try our best to deal with them for now, and we'll slip into the past with Time's power as soon as we can.
The River of Souls
It's really put a focus on the sword's decal.
is full of fish, big and delicious.
What?
The flame chase journey stops. Meow, meow.
The heck, man?
Meow?
What is happening? Is this meant to be a riddle? The Flame Reaver's gone mad. The end. You just want to jumbled memories too? Mem, don't you start too. Oh, for Pete's sake.
Sorry, I couldn't pass on the chance to give you two a good scare.
So it is you, Cypher. What a terrible person. Let's leave.
Ah! Don't run! I'm the real Cypher. The real one.
You're lucky I didn't do much worse.
Come on, don't be upset. I'm just giving you a kind reminder that Emphorius isn't safe at all. The whole place is full of dangers, including that swordmaster. Make sure you stay on your toes, no matter where you are.
You trying to tell me something specific that you might want to share with the class? Just saying. So you're playing both good cop and bad cop. Well, I ain't grateful for the reminder. I'm strong, so that I don't need your reminder. I'm not grateful.
Hey, I'm just making it up to you. You're not gonna hold that over me, are you?
So,
Yes, I am actually.
Was that a Flame Reaver disguise? Or a magic trick? It looked so real. Is that the power of the trickery demigod?
Disguise? No. It's not as simple as that. Let me think about how to explain this. For example, what did you think when you realized that piece of cloth came from the Flame Reaver's cloak?
We thought that maybe the Flame Reaver was around here somewhere?
That's right. And then you heard some footsteps. What did you think when that happened?
Well, we thought it must be the Flame Reaver coming this way.
Yep, exactly. I just used some hints and, mental suggestions to help you believe in a lie. Lies are what Zagreus is best at. If everyone believes in a lie, then it becomes reality.
So that's how your power works?
The power to make lies into reality? That's got all my hair standing up.
Isn't one of the quotes the power to turn truth and reality in one of these games? Nice. Now I know your secret, and you're just telling us everything like that? What's
You
the catch?
think I might be lying? No need. The seamstress trusts you for a reason. Someone as honest as you couldn't trick me even if you wanted to. So, there's no harm in telling you. Besides, we still need to team up to go treasure hunting, right? Let's wrap up here. It's time to get going. Oh, was that your teleslate?
Maybe I don't want to team up with you for after that. Stell, did you rest well? I came during the lucid hour and you seemed asleep, so I didn't wake you. But I can't stay idle in the current circumstances. I feel it's time to continue our special training. Let's go to the Grove, shall we?
Aren't you a popular one? But I got to you first, so help me with the treasures, and then I'll send you two to the Grove.
Why do you need so much money anyway? Gonna live handsomely somewhere after this? I mean, the world's ending. What do you need it for?
Curiosity killed the cat, you know. Do you think I'll spend it all? That's so not why I hunt for treasures. Don't forget, I'm a demigod too. And there's a line reserved for me in that stupid prophecy as well. You shall walk with greed and die over petty change. But I don't believe in that. As long as I keep collecting treasures, then I won't need to care about petty change. And as long as I don't hurt other people when I get what I want, I won't be walking with greed. Right? Isn't that simple? So, as long as I keep going down this path, all those predestined prophecies and fates will never catch up to me.
You know, the petty change probably doesn't mean monetary. It means your inability to have flexibility to your circumstances. That type of change.
That was a long speech. I'm getting thirsty at this rate. The treasures of Styxia aren't gonna float up on their own. Come on, Grey Mystery. Show me what the authority of time can do.
A few days later at the crash site in the Abyss of Fate.
So, this is the car of the Astral Express you've spoken of. My repository of memories has been enriched with another fascinating piece of information. Thank you for leading me here, Lord Donhong.
I'm surprised a council elder like yourself would be willing to journey so far to inspect the Express.
Archimans hold wisdom and knowledge in high esteem. If the citizens knew of your origins, I'm sure more would be intrigued by the Trailblaze. Sadly, discussions about the world beyond the sky remain taboo.
And yet you know of it.
It's been quite some time since you first arrived in Akima. Presumably, you've been looking for a way to leave ever since.
I've been actively gathering clues and testing different things. Sadly, the more I find out, the more powerless I feel.
Don't be too hard on yourself, my lord. This puzzle has stumped Amphorius' scholars for centuries. It isn't something you can solve overnight, even someone as gifted as yourself.
Is there a reason he referred to Don Hung as my lord? He wouldn't know about...
In the Grove, I discovered extensive research on the Sky Titan. It appears that many scholars from Amphorius believe the taboo against the world beyond the sky stems from a curse cast by Aquila.
Yeah, because he wouldn't know about Don Hung's origins outside of this planet, and also Don Hung is not part of the Flame Chief's journey. He's like emotionally supporting me, but he doesn't hold a piece of it the same way that Stell does, so why specifically refer to him as Lord?
Exactly. Of the 12 Titans of Amphorius, Aquila is known for being the most capricious. The weather itself reflects their mood. Tranquil sunshine, mournful rain. Aquila's breath is a brisk wind, and their cries resound as thunder in a storm.
Additionally, Aquila is one of the 2 Titans whose core flames have yet to be returned.
The sky above affects every citizen. It's clear that Lady Aglaya's decision to confront Aquila at the end of the Flame Chase journey was a carefully considered strategy.
If returning Aquila's core flame can break the sky's curse, we won't have to exhaust ourselves searching for a way back. We can simply focus on aiding the Chrysos heirs.
Anti-Catherians have no home to return to, so I understand your concern for your old friends and homeland. I used anti-Catherian technology, or scanning, as you might call it, to assess this car. Assuming my judgment is correct, I might be able to conduct a thorough overhaul of its power systems.
Really? But...
Of course. That's only if you, my lord, permit me to interact with it.
by all means, please, proceed. But be careful. The Express's thrusters are extremely delicate.
You honor me with your trust. I will be very careful.
Lycus carefully scans the damaged propulsion system, then methodically begins inspecting its components. I mean, Donhan, you say that, but I mean, it's already kind of broken, so...
This is unbelievable. You seem to understand its structure perfectly. Have you repaired something like this before?
Almost too easily, one might say.
Not exactly. But we Antikytherians are inherently sensitive to machinery. Carefully endowed our kind with a unique advantage for analyzing and learning. If you give me some time, I might be able to fully restore this damaged car to its former glory. Then you and your esteemed companion could set off on your return journey sooner.
Cool. Maybe you'd put the fire out on it first. It's been burning for like a week.
But isn't the real issue with Aquila?
Hypothetically, Lord Donham, if I could open up a path out of Amphorius that circumvents Aquila's divine punishment, would you consider ceasing your support for the Flame Chase journey?
I don't understand. Does the Council of Elders possess some secret means of counteracting divine punishment?
It's best if you don't delve too deeply into that question, my lord. All you need to know is, I can make it happen.
Maybe this is not a
What?
decision by the Council of Elders, but rather his personal wish.
The crucial point is, if you and your companion are unwilling to halt your support for the Chrysos heirs, it could offend certain interests.
See, that is super sus. That makes it seem like you either have a path out, or you're willing to pretend you do that in order to dispose of us, which puts immense suspicion on why you would want to stop the Flame Chase journey without, like, giving us any clues as to why. Legus, you're extremely sus, and he keeps calling Donhung Lord, which is also sus. It'd be one thing to call him, you know, esteemed or something, but to specifically address him as Lord is odd. It's a very specific choice.
Forgive me, Lord Lygus, but I must be frank. When visiting Dawncloud, I reviewed the records of many council elders. Among them, only your background was nearly blank. I'd like to accept your goodwill, but given such a mysterious background and motives, anyone cautious would have doubts.
Your prudence impresses me, just as expected.
You
Are
got like
these
a
people?
whole secret organization here, or what?
Is this a trap? Is that why you accompanied me here?
Please don't misunderstand, Lord Donhung. As the Theoros, I have no allegiance to their plans, nor am I obliged to obstruct them. I am neutral.
And who is they, exactly?
Out of respect for you, I hope to offer a peaceful solution to ensure the safety of you and your companion.
Is this for the Council of Elders, or your own personal mercenary?
1 against 4, then. Just to confirm, if things turn ugly later, will you help?
I will not. As I said, I remain neutral. Are you asking this because you plan to refuse my offer and continue supporting the Chrysos heirs?
You weren't wrong about one thing, Lord Lygus. Indeed, we must try to return to our companions. But our companions now also include the flame-chasing Chrysos heirs. The Nameless cannot and will not ignore the fate of our companions.
So I see. This is what you call trailblazing.
When I asked if you'd help, I meant the ones who need help are them.
Meanwhile, in the Grove of Epiphany.
You have such overwhelming powers. Why? Answer me. Why do you stand in her way? Why do you want to take the core flames?
Oh no! He can't hold on anymore! Drag him back here, friend!
Maybe that was just part of his trial. He still can't get his under control.
Are you okay?
I'm okay. I can handle that kind of hit now. But a few months ago, that would have knocked me out.
I wonder if it... Yeah, that's his, like, emotional trial in the thing. Always keeping me on edge. If I had passed out, that would have been it.
Well, that's why I made sure you were well-fed and rested on the road. Thanks for the help. To face Aquila and other potential threats, I must sharpen myself with the most aggressive methods.
Even so, it's impressive you thought of this training method. Battling the phantoms of the past in the River of Time.
Oh!
It's just like the hyperbolic time sanctum that the bards describe.
That's what we're doing. We kind of made our own simulated universe by manipulating time.
It's working pretty well, wouldn't you say? But combat isn't just about strength and skill. You also need the right weapon. Compared to that guy's weapon, mine feels like I'm swinging a lump of iron.
It's the same weapon.
I can't tell you how many swords I've gone through since the training began.
Why not get cartoonists to help? Weight training, huh? I mean, you could either get a new weapon, or... I mean, if we just got him a new one, it would break anyways. I mean, the one that the Flame Reaver has is broken too. Is that a little bit of a hint?
It's a
you.
good thing Cartonis is the finest blacksmith in Amphorius. I asked him to make a suitable divine weapon for me. It's a little embarrassing to say this, but in order to help me, he deliberately turned down all other business.
It's not like our fate hinges on
is
it.
part of this flame chase journey after all, full of energy.
Thinking about how he's been recently, maybe you're right.
But, Bygone, I've been somewhat concerned about you. Lately, you seem more and more fixated on that swordmaster in black.
That's quite the sudden shift in topic.
I've been holding this question in for a long time. You're getting stronger, but seeds of unrest are also growing in me.
Don't worry. I'm not wielding my sword for revenge. She's been through Nikodor's trial and understands. Those who can't walk out of the shadows of their past are ultimately weak.
Or you could learn to
Times
wear
have
it
changed.
like a cloak.
The responsibility I bear is both precious and fragile. I wield my sword for the future of Amphorius. I will not let hatred cloud my judgment again and neglect my duties.
You've really grown, but you can't beat them yet. We'll be here by your side.
I'm far from finished.
Didn't say you were.
I must continue sharpening my skills until I can match their strength.
Technically, you're never finished till you're dead.
Every time I say something, things get so serious. I don't want to be the person who keeps bringing the mood down. I'm out of energy for training today. How about we go to the library of Philia to lighten the mood?
Sure, that's what I've been looking forward to. We deserve to enjoy ourselves after all the hard work. Today, I'm definitely going to...
Going to what? What were you reading before? Why not take the interesting ones home? What were you reading before?
A girl's little secret. Don't pry.
That's the charm of this place. You can find whatever you're into here. The three of us might not be into scholarly books, but we could still spend an entire day at the Library of Philia.
Honestly, I'd probably live here. Lots of plants, clean air, books galore. Listen to the Titan's echoes. I can still hear those. Bough of Rift Circes, spring plants question and fertile mind. Autumn yields wisdom pure and true. Amidst holy leaves, truth we find. Yeah, theirs sounds like snapping wood. Endless flowers and holy leaves. Does this one want me to warp? Don't know quite where it is having me
Here we
head.
are! Where was that slate last time? Was it here? Or maybe over here?
And is there a reason you don't want to share what you're reading?
Fun. It's free time now, so you should relax too.
Over the past few months, you've come here more than once. Fishing? Oh, I guess it's been a couple months. Not just weeks, I said week that one time. Fishing out small pieces of essence from the Book of Knowledge that best suit your taste. It should also be noted that we've gone through multiple quests. We also have finished Star's Cleanse Thy Troubled Thoughts because it was really freaking short. And we're currently in Scrolls Turn the Blade's Gaze. Anyway, fishing out a small piece of essence from the ocean of knowledge that best suits your tastes. You are quite relieved that Dan Heng isn't around. No one will be there to judge your reading tastes. The scroll at the end shows a line of small text. Non-standard reading material. Please return to its original place after borrowing. Do not let any Grove professor discover it. 10 exclamation marks. What is it spicy? What am I reading? It seems that the scholars of the Grove, amidst their profound academic discussions, have forgotten their little hobbies. So, which reading material will you peruse? Forbidden Love, The Tree and the Butterfly. Oh, it is slightly spicy. The professor can't possibly be this shy. One Punch God Aquila? Let's start with the Yuri, seeing as this is a Honkai game. Forbidden Love, The Tree and the Butterfly. She wandered through the flowered sea, searching for a glimpse of those fluttering butterfly wings, but without success. Sir, I've heard that every flower has its own florography. Generally speaking, that perception is correct. She heard the voice but couldn't see the speaker, yet Circes paid no mind. She calmly responded to her most special student while scanning her surroundings. What is your florography? I'm afraid I'm not a flower, but a tree. I mean, trees can still get flowers, depending on the tree. Evidently, this answer failed to satisfy the other party. A sound mingled with dissatisfaction and disappointment reached her ears, prompting her to add another remark. Well, if we're just speaking metaphorically, I suppose it would be intelligence. However, her objective was nearly accomplished. It should be around her somewhere. Now she just needed to find some bait to draw her out. Intellectual, yet also romantic? Perhaps it's because I hibernate. You see, in my long dreams, I've made promises to countless lovers. Really? The butterfly-winged girl suddenly rose from the thicket before Circes, startling her slightly. After all, at this moment, the distance between them was virtually non-existent. Gazing directly into Monestia's face, allowing the light reflecting from her lips to pass through her eyes, a hint of crimson flashed across Circe's face, almost imperceptible to onlookers, I can read. Of course, her composure wavered for only a moment. Then Circes wrapped her arms around the girl's waist, as if pulling up a radish from the ground, gently lifting her from the flower thicket. Of course not. Caught you now. Placing her on the ground, the giant tree's incarnation gently stroked the butterfly's wings with the edges of her leaves, confirming the other's normal state before slowly withdrawing. So, now will you tell me? Why have you been avoiding me? Would you two please refrain from frolicking in my Antilia garden? A cold voice unseasonably interrupted the thoughts. Indeed, for a garden master, the incarnation of death, such lively atmosphere, was truly something akin to a natural enemy. You know, there's a part of me that's wondering if this is maybe part of their past selves, their past incarnations. I wonder if the incarnation of death was literally, in this case, like, what Castros became. And maybe through these stories, it's giving us a hint of the past cycle. Sorry, we'll leave at once. Thank you for listening to my troubles, Madam Thanatos. Oh, why don't you just read, like, one line down, Bryn? Sir, let's return to the grove. Sorry, then, for troubling you. Honestly, you two are, alas, but Circe's. You must be aware by now, right? A bitter sensation spread through her mouth once more. Circe's remained silent, merely nodding as she bid farewell to her old friend. On the way back to the grove, Menestia remained completely silent. After one unsuccessful attempt to question her, Circe struggled to find another opportunity to speak and simply focused on the path ahead. Voices of gossip reached them, causing irritation. A genius? So what? She's just like, so terrifying. A stern figure approached rapidly. It was redacted, the source of the irritation. Menestia offered Circe a smile, then turned and walked away. Redacted cast a sharp gaze in the direction of the butterfly-winged girl's departure, then shifted his gaze back to Circe's. First came perfunctory reports and spiritless small talk, then escalation to arguments that resembled personal attacks. Do you truly understand? I don't need to. Let me be direct, Circe's. To romance a student, even your own creation, don't you find that perverse? Pow. This is the first embodiment of reason allowed emotions to govern her mind. The sensation left on her palm felt as though it would scorch through the heart of the tree. So she slapped him in the face. From nearby came the sound of running footsteps, familiar yet somehow strange. Circe wanted to give chase immediately, but the words echoing in her ears tripped her steps. She was indeed somewhat distracted, allowing the girl's image to surface and fade in her mind repeatedly. When her resolve crystallized, the third curtain-fall hour had slipped by. The personification of the giant tree approached the gilded chrysalis, cried her beloved's name, then stilled, as if she had frozen. The traces left by the butterfly-winged girls who dwelled here were all but erased. Upon the folate desk lay words, a maiden's first and final love letter. I love you, Circe. I've already received the graduation gift after all, so forget me. And of course it has to be sad, Yuri. That's it? Nothing else? This love story arbitrarily ends at its worst moment. Whether the author lost the motivation to continue or some urgent situation occurred remains unknown. Me with a lot of my stories. If it were the latter, the Flame Reaver is fully responsible. Can't always blame him for everything. My professor can't possibly be this shy. Sorry I'm late. I used the power of a Cognos bloom to climb over the vines, rushing to the classroom and nearly pulling open the door, only to make eye contact with the person I had an appointment with. The professor, barely over 30, was leaning casually against the stone lectern. Loose and relaxed, the scholar's robe gleamed bright in the dim light of the Evernight, giving off an almost divine aura. The first class and already late. Looks like someone is eager to meet Thanatos. In other words, this was our first one-on-one lesson and I was just totally blew it from the start. Possibly even Circe's would have felt embarrassed looking at such a sorry scene. Luckily, I'd already come up with a plan. Sorry, Professor, I'll do anything to make it up to you. Anything? Well, please, I hope you'll be lenient. At those words, the professor's face broke into a charming smile. Then I want you to teach me. Wait, Professor? I want you to break down the points in this paper, word by word, and explain them to me slowly. Although there was no mirror here, I could guess that my face had turned red from the sudden direct request. But Professor, I'm still just a student intern. Isn't it a bit too early for me to do something like this? I finally worked up the courage to say it. Do you want me to waste the lesson I prepared, you fool? At least wait until after class. If that's what you prefer, then fine. But don't forget, I still haven't forgiven you. So what should we study first today? Why don't we peruse this academic journal? I think they recently published a paper on the pattern of natural numbers. Sounds good. Come then, let's have a look. The paper was immensely valuable, but I couldn't even grasp the basic arguments, as I was too deeply engrossed in the professor's sharp gaze. He looked so rational when he was immersed in numbers, nothing less than I'd expected from a professor I cherished so much. I wonder if this is meant to be, Anaxagoras. After that, we experienced an enriching lesson. We wandered through the classical literature exhibition, eagerly absorbing the new compiled Titan Faith studies. Finally, we lingered in the dreams woven by the latest works of the Astrokeramism School. So much so that we completely forgot. The bell signaling the curtain fall hour rang, and we looked over at each other. Class was over. More than once I resented time for its seemingly linear flow. A little bit of it. Yet I remained powerless to interfere with it. The professor looked at me and paused for a moment as if making some kind of decision, then muttered, "Take your paper. I'll help you revise it."
Really? You mean it?
Yes, you're a student I take great pride in. I've been considering this for some time. Professor, let me understand. Your thoughts, your research, your everything. No further words were needed. Two seekers of knowledge, driven by instinct, began their deep exploration of ideas. At that moment, we had yet to realize that after this lesson, another name would appear at the acknowledgments of the paper, and in the end, this would be the spark that led to the founding of our academic symposium. Yeah, I wonder if that's, the previous, holder that Anaxa had, and maybe, whoever held time? Again, these are like the old characters from the Flame Chase journey, so I don't really have names from them. After finishing this mind-shaking piece, only one image remains in your mind. The Express. Welt. Phone. For a young Stellaron host, this type of literature remains far too ahead of its time. One Punch God Aquila. Brushing off the dust that had settled on him, he adjusted his attire and stood firm, facing the giant eagle in a tense standoff. Yeah, this is supposed to be like One Punch Man. Huh, so you think you're something special just because you've defeated this silent Yurios? Mortal, heed my advice. The God King remained silent, gazing into Aquila's 1,000 eyes. Slowly he raised his right hand, 4 fingers pressed together, and with a simple motion he lightly waved at the colossal being before him. Arrogant fool, you will pay the price for your insolence. Aquila's fury erupted, their towering form radiating intense heat. In an instant, their massive wings vibrated at an impeccable speed. 1,000 razor-sharp feathers shot forth like swords, hurtling straight towards the God King. As everyone knows, the feather of the Sky Titan can pierce through iron and steel, let alone mortal flesh. Their sheer density left no room to evade. The violent storm of lethal blades closed in, and time itself seemed to freeze. Aquila enhanced their reflexes, predicting the movements of the arrogant little thief before them. Little thief? That's probably not Thanatos. Shoot. I can't think of the name. Whatever Cypher's is. Why can't I... It's late. I can't think of the name. Before noticing the God King shifting his stance, Aquila mused. He had only 2 choices. He could push off the ground to evade left or right, or stand firm and brace for impact. But either way it would be futile. The feathered blades would shift with the wind, altering their trajectory. No matter how swift the movements, they would follow him relentlessly. I thought Aquila was more femme-coded. This one has them as more mass-coded. Interesting. But who could have predicted the God King never intended to dodge? He pushed forward instead, seizing the first incoming feather blade between 2 fingers. With a swift turn, he curved a spiral through the air and hurled it back at the supersonic speed. The feather blade curved with the wind, piercing deep into the storm. Without the slightest deviation, it collided tip-to-tip with another razor-sharp steel feather. Ding! The deflected feather veered to the sides upon impact, colliding with others, further altering their trajectories. Ding! The sharp clashing of feathers rang out in an irregular rhythm, a chain reaction unfolding until the force of the final feather was displaced, scattering harmlessly into the air. With a single seized feather, the God King had nullified the entire storm of blade-like wings. Aquila was shocked. How could a mere mortal possess such divine skill? Yet, as a being of godly essence, they did not allow themselves to be shaken. Seizing the moment as the scattered feathers clouded their vision, they swiftly brought down their claws, sharp as steel greatswords, aiming to end the battle in a single decisive strike. Boom! The massive claws struck dead center where the God King stood, the sheer force of the impact carving a deep crater into the ground. No, something fell off. Aquila's mind raced. The sensation was strange. Had it missed, or... They focused their gaze, only to witness the impossible. Their enormous razor-sharp claw, many times larger than the God King himself, was caught, held effortlessly in a single hand, as if the God King were merely grasping a piece of cutlery. The countless white feathers drifting through the air painted an eerie contrast against the battlefield's deadly stillness. The once mighty and untouchable giant eagle found itself frozen in shock, for the first time in 1,000 years. Muttering in disbelief, they said, "Impossible. Even Jurios, when fighting me, could do nothing but evade beneath my iron claws. Yet you, what in the world are you?" Haven't you already figured out the answer? A mere mortal, nothing more. Why, you cocky little... Aquila attempted to retract their cause, but under the God King's grip, it was as if it was frozen in place, completely immobile, their expression darkened. Seeing this, the God King seemed to smile. He clenched the fingers of his free hand, and then, at the speed of even a Titan's vision could not perceive, with full force he swung his fist. Boom! In an instant, that divine body shattered. A tidal wave of force shook the heavens, sending tremors through the divine steel-forged walls, cracking them in multiple places. The sacred temple teetered on the brink of collapse. From that moment on, the celestial realm would exist no more. The people of Amphorius would no longer endure the tyranny of the heavens, and all of that was made possible by the God King's mighty blows. No, by a single punch. The distant Titan gods sensed the fall of their comrade and erupted into furious howls. Was there no one who could stop him? How could his advance ever be shaken? What they did not realize was that even one as mighty as the God King was still bound by the desires of mortals. Just as before the battle began, he once again adjusted his attire. Congratulations, you've reached your end, Aquila. You are strong enough to be worthy of the name Sky Titan. He ignored the crumbling stone walls behind him and strode towards the temple's exit. His steps were steady, yet the disappointment on his face was unmistakable. But your only flaw was failing to make this satisfying for me. Next episode, Battling Nikador. Next issue on hiatus. Invigorating literature, your favorite. The article leaves you feeling empowered, as if you're the author's one-punch god incarnate. Sky Titan Aquila? Huh, that's nothing. Well, I did think they would get the thief powers, but I guess not. Let's stop here.
I wonder what Finan and Mem are reading. Let's take a closer look.
Optional, see what Finan is reading. I'm gonna check on him first then. Oh, we get to keep the Yuri scroll. Good to note.
Well, I thought I felt a draft just now. Peeking isn't polite, my friend.
Just curious what you're reading. Are you reading something you shouldn't be?
In front of you all? That would be pretty careless. Here, look, I'm reading this. Antiques Appraisal. How to Make a Fortune.
Don't know you're into this. Antiquing? I know how. In your dreams. Maybe it's time to find a different side king.
You didn't know? After all this time we've known each other. That pains me. I've spent a lot of time pondering how Aglaia became such an effective leader. Beyond the intangible qualities like personality and ethics, a major reason is her family wealth. That's the perk of growing up in a big city, isn't it? For those of us in the sticks, luck doesn't come as easily. It's 30% grind, 70% fate. Oops, I talked too much. As a leader, you need both integrity and... integrity and skill.
Which is why you went on the total wealth tangent and mentioned the fact that, oh yeah, she has all these other charismatic features, but let's not focus on those.
I've spent a lot of time pondering how Aglaia became such an effective leader. That's the perk of growing up. Oops, talk.
Okay, it just says the same stuff now. Anyway, on to Mem, what you reading?
Month of cultivation, curtain fall hour, a time to feast on greens, but poor time for fishing. Oh, but then again, are there even any spots left to fish in Amphorius these days?
Depends if you're brave enough. What are you looking at? Are you into fishing? Superstitions, don't buy into them.
You scared me! Bursting into someone's world like that can really catch them off guard.
Welcome to streaming, Mem.
Well, no more jokes. There's nothing here. I'll go look elsewhere.
Something's odd about Mem. What are they flipping through?
Kinda hard to tell. Oh, I just like she's trying to learn about the world, maybe?
Oh, these cards are so detailed and fine. Ruler, Weaver, Traveler, Healer. But the interpretation for each card is so long. Do I have to memorize them all?
What are they, Yu-Gi-Oh cards? Ruler fits me perfectly well. Use them more flexibly. Don't just memorize.
What a coincidence! We meet again. Guess we're fated to be together, huh? But you must be busy, so I won't bother you for now. Hope your day, every day, is joyful.
Excuse?
So suspicious. Not like their usual self.
What is so intriguing that you cannot share with me, ma'am?
You sure are persistent. All right. I'm totally helpless against your charm.
What are you guys chatting about? Is this the Amphorius Divination Compendium?
Why are you here too?
Sorry, seeing you two chasing each other around, I suddenly found my book not that appealing anymore.
You trying to divine our fates, man? What are you doing?
Mem would be into divination. But it's not exactly a niche hobby. So why all the secrecy?
I wanted to set up a surprise! Master it in secret and give you all a shock. But getting caught halfway through, it's only natural I'd feel shy. A girl's heart is more delicate than Aquila's ever-changing moods.
A surprise, huh? Someone else used to tell me the same. She was really good at stargazing and divination, especially with cards. Yeah, just like the ones you're looking at.
And you must be pretty familiar with all sorts of divination techniques with a friend like that.
No, I know nothing about it. I've never really believed in using cards or bones to predict the future. If the good omens foretold by divination were true, my hometown, Hydes Elysiae, wouldn't have disappeared. Don't forget, we've got Lady Trinan. Every other form of divination is just smoke and mirrors or cleverly rehearsed tricks compared to her flawless prophecies.
A little bad face in these things isn't bad sometimes. It should be approached with a critical eye. I agree.
To me, divination could be a power that guides our spirits. Fate always casts a shadow in front of us, clouding our view of the future. That's why people turn to divination. It's just to find a small reason to give them courage to face the unknown.
By making it more known, but you're still technically facing the same thing, even if you know about it. You really thought about this, haven't you? What if divination predicts something bad?
After all, the first chapter of the Divination Compendium discusses the significance of divination. I'm just expanding on that a bit.
Strange. That person I knew used to say similar things. Looking back, whenever she interpreted a card for me, I couldn't help but feel uneasy. Even though I never believed in the outcomes. Maybe it was her tone. Cyrene. She could paint a complete fantasy so vividly, it utterly captivated me as a child. Right, I still carry a card she once used. Do you want to see it?
Oh, wow! It's so exquisite! I'd love to have a card like that.
It's like the ones that go in our books. Those mitts up to the tasks, then gotta craft a mem-specific desk.
Oh,
Thick.
Now that you mention it, yes. It would be even better if it were made of, say, crystal?
Speaking of which, partner, there's something I haven't shared with you all. Remember our first trip to the Temple of the Three Fates? The riddle that Orin exposed to us?
Although him handing a card over that looks identical to the ones in our books does kind of allude to the fact that they're divination cards.
Who's there?
Are we not allowed to discuss this topic?
You are...
Assassin, save me. Nice cosplay. Eyes peeled, everyone.
These folks are up to no good.
black clothing, masks decorated with golden blood. Are they cleaners?
To directly call us by our name, it seems you, Lord Finan, have studied the forgotten history of Amphorius quite thoroughly.
So what's being cleaned? Clothes or cars? No, us, honey. Who are they?
Your friend seems quite interested in us. Perhaps you could explain, Lord Finan. It would be the polite thing.
I know Stell's a bit of a trash beast, but we aren't colliding these universes too, are we?
We can't let our esteemed guests pass away without understanding.
During the Chrysos War, to combat the Chrysos heirs, several cities formed an underground assassin squad called the Cleaners. Their task was to erase anyone with golden blood from existence. Assassination, poisoning, political persecution. They would do anything to achieve their objective.
Well, this historical perspective seems biased, glossing over the Chrysos heirs' abuse of divine powers and their blatant initiation of war in order to defame our predecessors. Could you disclose the name of the author behind this popular legend, Lord Finan? I'd hate for the innocent children of Akama to be tainted by such slanted narratives.
You should have stayed buried in the dust of history. The Citizens' Assembly has once again legitimized the mission of the Chrysos heirs. But as for you, not one citizen would cast their vote for you. Executioners lurking in the shadows.
What does it matter? We've long since stopped expecting to be understood. People have become too accustomed to peace, and they've forgotten the disasters that arose from allowing generations of the Chrysos heirs to rule.
Complete nonsense. Did you really travel all the way to the Grove just to have an argument?
I enjoy dealing with people as straightforward as you, Lord Finan. You've probably figured out why we've come before you.
Just a handful of you here. Who do you think you're fighting? It's a fight you want. Let's get it over with. Enough chit-chat.
Keep your cool, partner. They've come out of the shadows, which suggests they have something up their sleeves.
They came out of the shadows, but they also walked into broad daylight.
Let's hear it. What are you hiding? But watch your language and don't say anything you might regret.
Oh
My
no, tell me
shoulders may
anything.
be sore and my sword a tad dull, but it's still enough to slice off your tongues.
How's it going, Cinny? This place fits, doesn't it? It's a bit small, but the lighting is perfect.
Thank you, Lady Treeby. With this, the Twilight Courtyard can be reborn in Akama. Do you like it here too, little Ika?
Oh, we finally get to meet Ika.
It's so bright here. Maybe you should rename it? How about Luminous Courtyard?
Lady Treeby makes a good point. But Twilight Courtyard carries the long history of the descendants of the sky, and I'd like it to continue.
Right. How does the legend go again?
Even Lady Treeby forgets things.
We just haven't prepared lessons in a while now, so we're a bit rusty. Just give us some time and we'll remember. Ah, now we remember. Kremnos and the Firmament, Volume 3, Section 5. With Celiosi, the Day Thunder Knight, striking down the Eye of Twilight, the divine war between Nikador and Aquila, which spanned centuries, came to an end. Thereafter, the Skyfolk gradually declined. Numerous sky fortresses were abandoned, and their descendants began to establish themselves on the land. Finally, those descended from Seliosi the Day Thunder Knight were welcomed by the scholars under Circes and established the Twilight Courtyard in the Grove. The historical records seem slightly at odds with our memories. But the details from that time have become somewhat hazy to us.
Oh, I forgot. For a Lady Treeby, history is more than just words on a page. It's something you've personally lived through. Little Ika loves listening to the stories from the legends. I'm sure you're also imagining one day you'll be as awe-inspiring as the winged beasts by Seliosi's side. That day will come. I believe it. Just keep growing. Lord Crediros?
Miss Hyacinth.
I actually had a theory about Aoife, but since it's currently here, I guess it kind of tosses it out the window. I kind of wondered if she got Aquila, if it would like shrink to become Aoife, but apparently not.
And Lady Treeby. Good to see you're doing all right. I heard from the citizens you were nearby and came to check.
Doing alright. What's going on, Crediros?
There's been another violent incident at the market. A shop was smashed and looted. It's the third time this week.
How can this be? I always thought that with Lady Aglaya here, Akama would remain peaceful.
That was true in the past. But these days, forgive my bluntness, her senses may not be as sharp as they once were.
Aggie.
In my opinion, malevolent forces have noticed the slack in the golden threads and are now plotting to exploit the opportunity.
The Citizens' Assembly just wrapped up. Why is there still unrest?
The Chrysos heirs won by only one vote, Lady Treeby. From my years of experience, a narrow victory often walks hand in hand with unrest.
Trouble! Miss Hyacinth! Trouble!
Which means half of your populace disagrees with you.
Clementine. Take a breath. What's going on?
Please! Something terrible has happened at Marmorial Palace!
What is it, Doctor? Calm yourself and talk us through.
Lady Aglaya! It's Lady Aglaya who's in trouble.
You want to specify? I thought she was immortal. Moments ago in Marmorial Palace.
I still remember. This bath that overlooks the entire palace was built by the Council of Elders 900 years ago. Its purpose was to commemorate the first flame chase journey and to remember the heroes who made great sacrifices for Amphorius a millennium ago. Rules were set then. No one was allowed to enter, apart from guests invited by the Goldweaver. But, I guess, you're no longer pretending to follow the rules, are you, Lady Kindness?
Aglaya, Aglaya. You ageless witch, hiding behind a divine facade to deceive mortals. We've been far too kind with you.
Kind? There's no need to use such a word to cover up your...
I mean, it's not a facade, technically. It's just that you don't agree with the form. But a facade it is not.
Incompetence. Anaxagoras humiliated all of you before the citizens. If you still had any shred of shame, you'd throw yourselves from dawn cloud at the curtainfall hour to salvage the last fragments of your dignity.
Demigod, why not gaze into the water's reflection and see the wretched face you wear now? These days you're not only blind, but also deaf. The cleaners were born for this moment. When all orders, rules, and laws fail to restrain you, it's time for the dagger to pass judgment.
If you're in such a hurry, give it a try.
Going toe-to-toe with a demigod? We're not that foolish. The dagger isn't at your throat, but...
Your gravest accusation is that my humanity is fading. And you claim my concern for mortal joys and sorrows is nothing but a facade. If that accusation holds, what makes you think the lives of these civilians will sway me in the slightest?
Fine. I'll gladly use a few more words to shatter that demigod facade of yours. Like I said, you're not only blind, but deaf too. Lately, your control over Akuma has weakened. You failed to notice the thefts we arranged in the market, nor did you catch wind of the meetings happening in the Droma's workshop. Plots are unfolding right under your nose, yet you remain indifferent. Humanity? Fading? Aglaya, why not use your precious golden thread to peer into my thoughts? See if the gift we've so meticulously prepared for you can move that cold demigod heart of yours.
In this moment, I only regret not being more ruthless. Because your evil is beyond cure.
You finally figured it out. You have grown dull. I've been holding that image in my mind this whole time to make sure you could see it clearly.
I want you to have this knucklebone talisman, Big Sis. I hope it brings you luck every day and keeps you safe from bullies.
That girl who can't speak or hear. What if she accidentally lost her eyes too? You know better than anyone what it feels like to lose your sight. Imagine if 1,000 years ago you, already blind, had also lost your voice and hearing in your youth. Would you still have become the Aglaya you are today? Look at those broken, pleading eyes. How disappointing. We overestimated your cunning. If this plan fails, we still have dozens of splendid parting gifts prepared. Demigod, would you like to hear about them?
And you question her humanity?
Buy some more time. In these 1,000 years, I've witnessed the fall of 10 titans. From my naive arrogance at the beginning to slowly learning how to guide others. Now, it's time to let go. I should be grateful. Grateful that I've reached this moment. To let my departure become a path for others to follow. Have I done enough? If I embrace that prophecy now, and sink into the warmth of these waters, will the wandering wind stop to mourn me? Cyphra?
Okay, so she does have the name Cyphra as well. Millennium Go at Memorial Market. Okay, so we potentially just lost another one.
I've come as promised. Look at this box full of
Baby
gold
Cypher.
and silver treasures. I bet there's stuff here you've never seen. Come on. As we agreed, I want to buy the most valuable clothes you have.
Little thief! You've got some nerve, barging into my shop dressed in those tattered rags. What have you brought? Let me see.
Here, take a look. Only the finest goods. See the sapphire? It's even more blue than Fagusa's eyes.
Such exquisite luster. I've only seen an ocean's tier of this quality in my mother's treasury.
Wait. You've seen one before. And here I thought I'd leave you speechless. What a letdown.
It's just an old memory. My family estate all burned to ashes long ago. This workshop is what I built from scratch.
Wow! A daughter rebuilding her family business. How admirable. Enough with the jokes. At least you did get to enjoy those luxuries.
Mind your manners, kitty. Tell me, Cyphra, where did you come from? And how did you acquire these treasures?
I won them fair and square in a bet. What? Do you doubt me? Speak up, seamstress. Give me a straight answer. Do you want these or not?
Strange. You're clearly lying to my face. But my golden thread doesn't tremble at all.
That's because I'm not lying. I've been telling the truth from the start.
Is that so? The scars and the mud stains on your face tell another story.
Come on. Can't we just do business without all this chatter? Don't worry. I didn't leave any evidence, so no one will bother you.
How can I trust a word you say when you're so skilled at lying?
Such an adorable baby Cypher.
Dealing with you rich people is such a pain. Always wasting my time. Fine. If you don't want it. There are plenty of others who do.
Hold on. Your treasure? I'll accept it. But these alone aren't enough to purchase the Gold Weaver's finest clothes. That said, I do have something that would suit you perfectly.
Oh. What do you have in mind?
Look. Come a bit closer.
Oh, it's shimmering gold. Absolutely stunning.
These golden boots are the Gold Weaver's greatest treasures. Though not as valuable as the most precious gowns, they hold a magical power. Legend has it that Zagreus blessed these boots, allowing anyone who wears them to move swiftly and silently. Put them on, Cyphra. And don't get caught again. A face as lovely as yours deserves better protection.
You rich folks just love sticking your noses in everything, don't you? Well, I'm taking these now, so don't get any second thoughts.
What's wrong?
Do you have a smaller size? These are way too big for me.
Well, I suppose you'll have to grow into them.
Do you have to interrupt me in the middle of my story? Fake? What's fake?
Oh, but you're telling us a fake story.
Definitely don't hold Zagreus' divine power.
They're also not the same color. They're brown.
You're Amphorius' most cunning liar, and
Watch your mouth, or I'll feed you to the fish in the River of Souls. Weren't you curious how I got tangled up with that seamstress? Well, now you know. Satisfied?
I didn't expect such a simple story. How disappointing. But, boss lady, there's a chance Aglaia wasn't trying to trick you?
You're defending her.
No. I just think the story's so moving, it'd be a shame to ruin it with a lie. If I could cry, I'd be in tears right now.
Good thing you've still got a sharp tongue, or you'd have been stuck guarding someone's front door ages ago. Enough chit-chat. Let's take a look at this place. The city of Styxia. Look how beautiful she is! Let me take a good sniff of this air.
Oh yeah, smells like dead fish. Which for a cat might be good.
It's filled with the scent of treasure everywhere. Wonderful! Just wonderful. Thanks to Castorus and Grey Mystery, the ancient city's barrier was finally dispelled. Now that I think about it, helping them was well worth it. Time for treasure hunting, Barto! Lead the way, and whatever we find, we'll split 80-20.
Well, I have a suggestion. How about 70-30 instead?
Listen closely. Do you hear that? The gnawfish in the River of Souls are growling with hunger.
80-20 is. How generous you are, Boss Lady Cypher.
Anyway, what's with all this water? It's damp, cold, and miserable here. I hate it.
Ooh, the mighty demigod of trickery. Uneasy around water.
You wouldn't understand. The people of Dolos are talented in many ways. Just, not in swimming. Why don't we have a race? Long distance, sprint, or laps? Take your pick.
What's got you so worked up? Relax. Who would have thought the fearless Lady Cypher was afraid of water?
Cats hate getting wet. What's so hard to understand about that? Now, hurry up and figure out a way across, or I might have to reconsider our split.
Don't rush me! Let me take a look around! Got it! Let's use that thing! Come on! Follow me, boss lady!
Not a good imitation. I'll play along. Let's see where this goes, Bartolos.
Oh, is that not him?
Tell me, how did you hunt for treasure when I wasn't around, boss lady?
Trying to trick me into saying something. Not a chance.
You're as sharp as ever.
Okay, so this is technically a new chapter, so that is probably... Oh, I forgot the maps could look like that. I might return to whatever the heck I was doing before. How the heck do I exit POV? I kind of forget. Yeah, pause and save.
This haven of
There we go. So let me continue to do other things
every moment
for grinding, but there we go. We technically went through 3 different story segments. They were all just much shorter than what I am typically used to. So, how many are in this specific one? We have a ways to go. This one is definitely shorter than the previous chapter set was going to be. So maybe it won't take as long? I don't know. Some of these might end up being really long and others might not be. It's kind of hard to tell just looking at names on a thing. So if we open up here, we have, apparently there is a new Himiko form, as well as Fated Gift. Consume a total of 200 Star Rail special passes. Get light cones for the fate characters, literally Fated Gift. Or we can pull on previous banners for these characters, which I'm not as familiar with. One of these is a freebie that I already have. So I don't know if any of these are any good. How many do I have? I'm kind of lacking behind in pulls at the moment, so I might just do a basic warp. Since I really wasn't able to grind quite like I wanted to. Here we go. Poised to bloom. That looks... Is that Harmony or... Could be for March in her one form. In her Lawfu form. Let's see. What is March? March! Oh wow! Of course she's right at the tail end. No, she's Hunt. So she wouldn't even be able to use that cone. Who the heck is it for then? Huh. Interesting, and it's not, I guess, maybe it's Harmony? No. Yes. Huh? Why is this higher up than this? Is it sorted by what works best for the characters now? And so even though this is a 4-star, it puts it below these 3 stars because these 3 stars are better fits? Something to think about, I guess. Anyway, we can claim a little bit of Stellar Jades. Do I have anything special in my mail before I sign off? Yes. Let's claim all for the maintenance. Get some easy money there. For now, this is where I'm going to call it off. Next time, Cyphra's probably gonna meet her end, let's be honest. They're all falling victim to their prophecies, and I kind of expect the universe is gonna slam that reset button on them, but I guess I'll find out, since we just lost Aglaya. So, like and subscribe if you'd like to see more Honkai Star Rail, and I hope to see you all in future videos. Bye-bye!